all religions are so similar, so how can only one be right?
So all religions are so similar, how can only one be right? Let me say a couple of things about this. One of the first things I like to say when someone says to me, but Andy, aren't all the religions of the world very, very similar? A great way you can dig into that question is turn around to them and go, well, thank you for that. In what way are they similar? Because if I were to say to you, there's no point buying books because every book in the bookstore is identical. Booksellers are just going to rip you off. 10 of those are having a laugh. You don't need to buy books out there. Every book says the same thing. Would you consider me to be the wisest person in London? Or would you consider me to be an idiot who hasn't got the first clue what he's talking about? And it would indeed be the latter. When someone says they think all of the religions are the same, that usually tells you they haven't investigated any of them. Because that was my belief, that Islam and Christianity were the same. I did a PhD in Islam, a degree in Christianity, and found them fundamentally different. And particularly fundamentally different on three things. What is the nature of God? And we saw that at the end of my question. God in Christianity is relational, knowable, is love, and has demonstrated love in Jesus. The Quran denies all of those. That's the first thing. Secondly, we have the whole question that flows out of that is God a God who would step into space and time and history to put right what's gone wrong with this world? That fundamental question of has God done something and what has God done to fix the mess our world is in, the issue of the human heart and brokenness and sin and so forth. Christianity says yes, God has done something. Islam says God hasn't. And then the most interesting one, a variation of the question that you asked there, Warner, people sometimes turn it into a way, they phrase it this way, don't all religions lead to God? That's the way you may hear it. And there it's helpful to point out you do know that only one religion in the world claims to lead you to God. All the religions of the world don't claim to lead you to God. Buddhism doesn't claim to lead you to God. It leads in many forms of Buddhism to sort of annihilation of your personal identity and absorption into the kind of cosmic oneness. Other religions offer you all kinds of things, but don't claim to lead you to God. Even Islam doesn't claim to lead you to God. Read the Quran. It claims to lead you to paradise, where you will see, if you read the Quran, there are rivers of wine, crystal clear fountains of water, beautiful young women for the men to enjoy, and many other things. But God is absent. Only Christianity claims to lead you back into relationship with the God from whom we were separated in the beginning. And in Revelation chapter 21 in the New Testament, there is this beautiful vision of what it means to be brought back for eternity, to walk and talk in a relationship with God again. That offer is unique to Christianity. And that's not to then judge between the religions and say which claim is right and which is wrong. I just say to my friends, that's to tell you we are dealing with very different claims. And that now means we need to do the hard work of figuring out which is true by looking at the evidence and seeing which stands up.